This video segment is one of several videos exploring Corecon's company and contact management features. In previous videos, we showed how to set up companies and contacts manually, how to set up custom classifications and categories. In this training video, we're going to show the basics of importing company and contact information from a Microsoft Excel import template. If we go to Contact Management module, the option to import is found on the Actions button, and it's Import from Excel. Before we do, there's several things to consider. To find a sample import template, if you go to the Help articles, to Getting Started, to Corecon Import Options from Microsoft Excel, and under Contact Management, click on Companies and Contacts. This Help article has quite a few options. It also has examples of the import templates in Excel format, and the database table and field names. These field names are also the column headings in the import template. A couple things to remember. Field names do not contain spacing within the word before or after. The database fields or column headings must be inserted on the first row. The data is inserted starting on the second row. It is recommended that you have at least one contact reference for each company record. You can import up to 3,000 records per import file. The Workbook tab that will be imported is the first on the far left, and that tab must be labeled Sheet 1. The file itself must be in a Microsoft Excel 97 to 2003 file format. That is the file format that ends in the suffix XLS, not XLSX. Remember to close the template before you try to import into Corecon. Let's open one of the samples that Corecon provided, and we'll click Enable Editing. As with most of these import template samples, Corecon has provided some information. Notice that the column headings represent the database table fields. Those correspond to the fields shown in the Help article. One of these column headings is required, and that is the company name. It's also important to note that Corecon does not require these column headings to be in any particular order. So if you've exported data from another software or from a shared Outlook file into an Excel format, you could paste that information below and move these column headings above your data where they should appear. As long as they're back up on the first row before you import and formatted as outlined in the Help article, Corecon does not require any particular order for these column headings or field names. We're going to add 3 companies and contacts using Microsoft Excel import template. We also included a field called Is Bidder, and since this is a customer, a client, or a project owner, we're going to say no. I'm also going to add a second contact, so I can very easily take the information from the first and just copy that down. As long as the company name is exactly the same, Corecon is going to import one company, 2 contacts. We're also going to import a vendor, supplier, or subcontractor. Since the shipping address is the same as the billing address, I'm just going to copy that over and add a phone number. In this case, since this is a supplier, we're going to add them to the bidders list. Next, we're going to add an architect. Since this is an architect, we're also going to put them as a no on the bidders list. In another training video, we're going to show how to use these same three companies and contacts to add some categories and classifications to help find this information and group this information. Before we import this, we want to add two other columns. We go back to the help article. We want to add the default payment terms and default tax code. Note that the field responses need to already be set up in your Corecon global settings. Before we're ready to import, we'll delete the information we're not bringing in. We'll note that the data is on the first tab in this workbook, and that tab is called Sheet 1. Also notice that we're in compatibility mode, so when we click File, Save As, notice that that is the older file format, Excel 97 to 2003. And then we'll close. Back to Contact Management, we'll go into the Actions, and we're going to Import from Excel. We're going to choose File, and click Open. We can see that of the 4 records, 3 imported successfully. However, 1 did not. The next step would be to select the Export to XL, so we keep a record of this exception, and then go to the far right and find out why this didn't import. It did not import because it did not recognize the default payment term net 14. Which was a typo. The existing default payment term in the global settings is net 15. So we'll click File, Save, and File, Close. We're going to click Choose File again, select that same file, click Open. Now all 4 records have imported. If we go back out to Contact Management, and under the subset Changes in the past 7 days, we can open either the company ads or contact ads, and we can see the information has been imported. If we select the customer, client, or project owner that we imported, we can see the detail. It can still be edited. We can also see the 2 contacts were imported. We'll open the second. That information can also be edited. We could also add an image at this point. Back to Contact Management. If you'd like to know more about the information covered in this training video, we encourage you to go to the help articles under Contact Management and review the information found in these help articles as well as the other training videos. That'll cover the information that was included in this training video plus additional details you may find helpful.